And part 2 of this Ultimate AM DX video, I have taken out the original DA-3 preamp board and substituted, well, tacked in right now, my remake of the DA-9 circuit board, which has 3 transistors instead of just 2. And I'm going to look at the results. Starting with 540, you might want to compare this where the signal strength meter is compared to where it was before. It's almost pegged on a signal that's barely there. I was barely hearing any audio before on 540. I'm getting more now. 550 KTSA San Antonio, a 5 on the meter. KLIF Dallas, still on low power, but a 4.5 on the meter. At week 580 from Mexico. KLBJ Austin. And I'll turn this antenna. For the weak station from Mexico on 590. The weak 620 from Mexico, almost pegging the meter. If it wasn't from crosstalk from local 610, it would be quite listenable. 630 from San Antonio, pegging the meter. There is now something on 640, but not receivable. At least you can't hear the audio on this recording. KSKY Dallas, 660, almost full strength on the meter. Now I am amplifying noise along with the signal. That's why you can hear static in the background. If I was in a quieter area, there would not be that noise in the background. There is a 670 way in the background. I can't even dare to think what it might be. Classic country from San Antonio on 680, like a local. 760 from San Antonio. I'm now getting a piece of 770 from Dallas, although very weak. WBAP almost pegging the meter. I now have a piece of something on 840. Very weak audio. That low power 850 from Houston, pegging the meter. 860 from San Antonio. I now have a piece of WWL, but I can't pick it up on this audio. 1120, probably Kilburn again. WOAI, of course. KMVL from Madisonville, almost pegging the meter. 1440 from Livingston, pegging the meter. This is where I'm going to stop. One thing that I noticed with this board is that I can't go much higher than 1500 on it. I'm going to try doing some calibrating, shortening some wires, maybe try to get it to cover the entire AM band. But I would say this DA-9 board is a rousing success, and I'm certainly going to put it in more permanently. There may be a part 3. Let me show you what I've got. Monster ferrite bar from Stormwise. I suppose I could try putting it next to this ferrite bar. No real effect, but let me see what I can do with it in another video. And here is the board put in more permanently. I put a cardboard spacer and some double back sticky tape, nothing fancy, to hold it down. Now that the input of the board is no longer crossing the output, hopefully there won't be any oscillation. That floating cap was a connection to the original board, which I have taped up and put on the side of the unit. And here is my board put in more permanently. Now that the inputs are no longer crossing the output, hopefully it won't be oscillating like it was. I put the original board in some ESD packaging and taped it to the side in case somebody ever wants to go back to it. Now, how do you get one of these boards if you want it? I'm going to see if I can post the project on PCBWay or not. I have a problem with them in that they tend to get my company account mixed up with my personal account, so it may be sitting over there under my company account, and I'll have to see if I can straighten that out and make this a public domain board.